Alright, hey guys, Justin here. I'm in Lidcombe right now, and here we are at platform 5, which is where the T6 service is going to be run. This is the replacement of the T3 section that got removed because of the Bankstown Line closure to change to Metro. So that's why they've made a new line called T6 just to run 6 stations for the whole line. Bankstown towards, and there will be 5 stations before we hit Bankstown. Literally, this is the shortest train line here in Sydney at the moment. Yes, this is the shortest line, literally only 5 stops, so let's get on board and let's go. This is an M set. I think it's always M set for this line. Let's do it. Nope. Let's go. We have to actually take the same stops back to Regents Park first, and then we'll have the 3 after stations. And there's train replacement running for Olympic Park, which that one using train replacement is not too bad though, it's just 1 station, so. Later on we will film the train replacement service to Sydenham. I will do the express bus to Sydenham. Explain more in that bus video. Back through. Next stop, so far we only filmed A's and B's and M's. 1 video with a K though, so that's good. But no videos with H's, because H's actually only run intercity services and only during rush hours randomly. For T2 I think? No, T4 and T8. But tomorrow we're filming the Tangara T sets, which we will take that for T4 because that's the only fleet that actually runs on T4. Oh wait, the M says doesn't play the announcement until it actually arrives at the station. Never mind. Right now it's 10 o'clock in the morning, so we should be able to get to Sydenham by 11 o'clock hopefully, because the train replacement bus is high frequency of course, but it does take a long time. I will be taking the express one, which is half express. It will stop at the first 4 stations that got closed off, and it will run to Sydenham. Another M set there for T4, T6. There it goes. It's only 4 cars for these, so. This train will stop at Barella. And Barella Station. Next stop, Regents Park. Change at Regents Park for T3 Liverpool services. Sky is really good today. I heard that it's actually not that great in Perth, so when I go back there, hopefully it's not going to be too bad. And after that, after I go back, I'm not going to film for a couple of days because I would be so tired. I don't want to do anything. I want to just stay at home. And also enjoy my own bed because it's really good. My own bed is the best. The bed in the hotel is okay. The first day, of course, I'm not used to it, so I slept pretty terribly on the first day. But after that first day, second day, third day, pretty good. So I'm mostly a pretty decent sleeper. I sleep pretty well every single day. But it's just sometimes when there's some issues, then I will not be able to sleep that well. Regents Park. You can do a wider angle now because the person's getting off. And there's an A set over there. I actually haven't even taken an A set yet today. What the hell? I've been only taking B's today, literally. But that's the T3 train. That's actually the next one already. That's the next one. Literally the next one. 30 minutes already passed by, so since I've taken the T3. And of course, since someone's actually get off, we got new people boarding. Yes, so that's why they're all timing it to make sure that people actually get over on time. Although that guys can leave because there's no one will be actually changing that way because it's just going back to Lidcombe, no point. That thing should have left actually before this thing comes, but whatever, it's fine. I'll say this store really looks like the K trains in Hong Kong because those holes in the middle. Those holes in the middle are the exact same as the K train holes. In Hong Kong, not the K trains here. The K trains here are the old trains. The K trains in Hong Kong, literally the same holes, and also the middle black plastic thing is also the exact same as the K trains. Now we're gonna turn this way. Before this way is actually usually also used as well. I want to say actually this straight track right here, this straight track right here is actually not used. It is actually for regular train services. That we actually just went through with the T3. This track right there, over there, that track over there, right there, that track right there, that is actually not used. This track we're on is used. That track is not used on regular train services. If it's actually with no shutdown. Because regularly, T3 will split right here, and one way will go to Liverpool with that not used track anymore right now. Well, we will go this way for the other side for the T3. So this track is still used regularly before, but the regular track for towards Liverpool is actually one over there, which is going to be coming up. While the track over there, the straight track, is not used. Yes, it is not used regularly. This track right there now currently is not used because of the shutdown. Yes, this track right here is not used currently, but in the past it is used regularly. I now is on to the T6 unique sections now, aka T3 is literally the same as the old T3 sections, but it's just terminating in Bankstown, not continuing. And there's another M set. There it goes. There are some narrow gauge tracks actually over there. Maybe some of the intercity trains because maybe intercity trains uses narrow gauge as well. I'm not so sure about Melbourne. Is Melbourne using narrow gauge as well? Because here is standard and Adelaide is also standard. Perth is narrow, so so far, definitely, in my opinion, the Perth trains are way more efficient than the Sydney trains. It's just the Sydney trains actually cover more areas and have limited stops, so that's why it seems way useful. Plus, actually, in Perth, trains doesn't really get you to a lot of places. You have to always take buses after hitting the train stations to get to your place. So, but right here, since you get off at the train stations, you can just practically go to where you are, because the train stations are pretty convenient. No announcements here. Be wrong. Wow, that's a failed announcement. What the hell? It's be wrong, and it says next station Yaguna. What the hell? Next station is Yaguna after this, but it's be wrong first. Jesus Christ. This station is one of the worst stations so far. Literally, there's not a concourse. It's literally just a hut station. I just went out and actually checked out the platform a little bit because I was like wondering why the hell it took so long. It's literally no concourse. It's just it has a lift at the front, but there is no concourse. As soon as you head up, it's basically the bridge for you to leave the station. Next stop, Laguna. After this, Bankstown. Bankstown is a pretty big area. There is quite a lot of stuff there. So we've also figured out how to deal with the train replacement. It's actually, I think it's pretty good time to sing some Christmas songs now because I think these things will be out around Christmas. But my favorite train types, because we're almost done. We'll take the T4 first, then we'll end it because T4 will be the last train video, and after that will be the light rails. So hopefully they don't close down the light rail, but still, I'm just gonna film it tomorrow, the light rail, because there's only 3. L1 is go to Dulwich Hill, which is actually having the train replacement there, so I can just take back easily. And then the other one is in Circular Quay. But the 2 lines for the Circular Quay is the same, it's just a branch, so that's why I don't need to film both directions. Oh my gosh, what the hell are these stupid things? They actually all messed up the announcements. It's already saying next stop Bankstown. I'm stopping in Bankstown now, which is not. This is still Laguna. And end of no announcement place. So, L1 is it's on its own. L2 and L3 are basically the same with a branch at the end to 2 close by spots, which are actually connected with a bus route conveniently. So that's why I'm gonna take one of them, and then I will take the bus to the other spot, and I'll film the rest of the section, and then that's it. And that's it for everything. And then tomorrow I will eat dinner at the hotel because there's actually a restaurant there, and also I can enjoy a discount price because of being a resident.
Very clear.
I don't say is Sydney trains are so backwards. I don't know how to say that word, but it's like feels so not advanced because the freaking drivers at the back, the coordinator at the back of the train, is actually freaking whistling themselves instead of actually having like a button on the platform like in Japan. Because in Japan, the coordinator at the back of the train actually goes out to the platform and press the button on the platform to play some music to alert saying that this is leaving. And after that, the announcement will play doors closing for platform 1, and then they just close the doors after that, instead of actually doing whistles. Now, in Japan, I'm not saying that they don't do whistles, because for some of the rural towns and smaller towns and train stations in the rural areas, of course there's not that advanced stuff, so they will still do whistle. But come on, this is Sydney and in the middle of the metro area. Oh my gosh. It's not like, it's like every station too. Central doesn't even have anything. Like, come on. Central is also doing whistle, but of course it is the platform guards and staffs actually doing the whistle instead of actually the driver themselves. It's just these stations have literally no one guarding there, so that's why, of course. Now, so far there are ticket checks here in Sydney, but of course not as crazy in Perth. Because Perth, so many stations doesn't have gates. Most of these stations have gates, except these random rural towns earlier on there, random small suburbs, they don't have the gates. But basically a bigger station, they will have gates. And literally every single spot on this platform is actually, on the concourse is actually covered up with gates. There are no open gates, like in Perth, that you can just walk straight through. Instead, it is like in Hong Kong with the wider turnstiles, wider gates for you to press your card in. It will open wider for you to have the baby prams to go through. Another M set, yep, it's just using M sets for this T6. And is arriving? Bankstown? Yes, Bankstown, here we are, because it is a bigger area, there's some big buildings back there, big structure, and then figure out where's the train replacement bus stop, which should be just outside. There is 2 of them, So I'll be taking the express one. Now there are a total of 3 train replacement bus routes, but we're gonna talk about that more later on. Oh boy, they're full. We're still so far away from Bankstown station and it's already driving so slowly. What the hell? Like the speed restrictions when they drive into the station, just ridiculous. Because they slow down so early. Are we crossing the tracks or are we just using both platforms? I bet they're just going to use both platforms because it's pretty frequent. They don't need to always use the same platform. Actually, there's only one direction crossing, so I think I have to use this platform. I just saw the tracks. They actually just have one direction crossing. Maybe, I'm not so sure. Maybe there's another crossing, but I just saw one earlier on and we're actually driving into the right direction. Here, and I need to look for the bus stop, where they are. Oh my gosh, this is so slow. Oh. There's Western Sydney University just back there. There's a campus back there. Oh boy, what is the speed? But that's the T6. Shortest train line here in Sydney. Literally the shortest. No. What am I saying? I'm stupid. T7 is the shortest. Am I stupid? But this is also one of the shorter ones now. Instead of like T1. Ugh. If you do T1 full journey, I think it's gonna be like 2 hours. 2.5 even maybe. I don't know. We do for real full journeys because the EMU plane service will do a per-hour service after EMU planes, which is basically full journey, literally full journey. While the Richmond one actually doesn't do full journey. Richmond just terminates at North Sydney. Ooh. Is it an underground station? Oh my gosh, this is a cool station. Literally underneath here. Wow, this is a cool one. Bankstown. Let's go. Getting off time. It's so slow though. Like, why it needs to be that slow the entire time? Like, why? I'll take a photo at this station because it's pretty cool. And then do a thumbnail. Like, what the hell is the speed? Like, why is this like this? You just drive in normally and then like stop right here and then just slowly but surely drive in. Oh boy. What the hell? Anyways, that's it for the T6 video. Let's get out. My hand still hurts a lot right now. My fingers actually. I think because of filming too many. And here we are at Bankstown. Oh yeah, there's a bumper blocks right there. Oh, they just actually cut the platform. Literally, the platform is now 4 cars in length. Wow, this platform is 4 cars in length. That's crazy. 10 minutes before it goes back to Lidcombe. So they can only use 4-car trains for this line because it literally is a 4-car platform. Not joking. There you guys have it. This will be the thumbnail shot right here. I need to figure out how to do these lights. There you go. This is the thumbnail shot right there. It's actually really just a 4-car. You see, that's the end of that platform, and they actually already cluttered off at the back there.
Unwell, don't risk boarding the train. Tell a member of staff.
So it is 4 cars. But that's it for T6. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Video. Remember to like and subscribe. And next video will be in bus channel for the train replacement. Click on these videos up top. Remember to like and subscribe. Check out the links in the description. And peace.